It's Misery, it's company. In this video, I want to make sure that you don't fall prey to the same thing I did, because I was actually just kicked out of a top 5 clan on our server when it comes to the shadows. It's actually very embarrassing how it happened, but I do want to go ahead and humble myself, make the video to make sure it doesn't happen to you, because it's so avoidable and it's a very obvious mistake, and I'm going to go ahead and bet that a lot of you actually do the same thing. So let's prevent you from getting kicked out of those good clans and make sure you can stay in them for as long as possible and maybe even end up as an immortal. Now let's get straight to the video. Okay, so like I said, this is our top 6 clans here. As you can see, I'm currently in the 6th rank clan, which is House of Sin. They did pick me up shortly after I was kicked out of BXS. There's actually several people that have commented on my videos that are part of BXS. This was 100% my fault. I take full responsibility for this. I have no ill feelings towards anyone at all. There was actually a merger that happened, and they looked at any of the inactive players and removed them to go to a less competitive clan. Well, I'm actually very competitive, but I did fall prey to something very easy to avoid, is what I will say. So like I said, I did end up coming into the House of Sin, who picked me up, and I'm very happy with them so far. Moving on, what happened to me was, if you look at the rank here, this is where it gets embarrassing. So it is very obvious who is active and who is not in terms of ranking, right? You can see all these people being very active in their shadow abilities because they are ranked very high. I'm currently at Hunter 3, which is pretty decent compared to some other people, but a lot of people are already at the Phantom, which is very good. If you're curious what that is, if you go to your shadow tab, my rank, right here is what it is. You can see that there is Hunter 3, 4, and then you go to Blade, and then Phantom, and then Unseen, and then Whisperer. So, you know, being where I'm at, I'm somewhat like in the middle, because you go to initiate. Why can I not say that word? Whatever. Moving on. The first one, initiative. I feel like I want to say initiative, but it's like whatever. Apprentice, and then you go to Watcher, which is just close to where I'm at, and then you go to Hunter, Blade, and then so on and so forth. I'm definitely going to progress as fast as I can. Now you'll notice that in case you don't know, I'll go and take this opportunity to explain. You do get a damage increase from damage and defense increase when you get to these higher ranks, which are only good for the abilities like Cycle of Strife activities. Now, how do you increase your rank? You get these daily quests: raid the vault, challenge a Path of Blood floor, and then you get some challenge quests in addition to your regular ones that give you a little bit more of this currency. Whoops-e-daisy. That currency is going to be apparently not being able to click on at all. I love that. So, okay, whoa. So basically, once you get these rewards, you get an additional reward once you get to a certain threshold, and that is going to be some hilts. In addition to that damage and health or defense increase, all of which is very productive. So there's very easy ways of getting this currency, the shadow currency. You can obviously do your daily quest, which you should. You should raid the vault, which you should. You should also do some of these other activities. Wow, it's almost like it tells you all the things you need to do. Path of Blood, raid the vault, Rite of Exile, Battleground. I actually didn't know Battleground is one of them. That's interesting. Huh. Do you actually get... Hold on. Wait a minute. Yeah, I was going to say. Hilts? No. All right, whatever. Maybe it is. The Shadow War, which is definitely part of it. And then the contracts. Contracts also give you the mark. There it is. It's called the Shadow Mark. There it is. See what I did there? I found it. But anyway. Contracts are a really good one as well as the Shadow War. Fun stuff there. But yeah, so that health and our defense and attack increase will actually be applied to all of these activities. And then the assembly is actually one that is very good. You'll see it's active right now. I actually already have done this myself. That's just where you go in, get those buffs-ish thing, and then it takes a couple minutes to do. Get a ton of experience and aspirant keys, so it's really worth it. And you do get a ton of those shadow marks. Now, like I said, I was kicked out of the top 5 clan, and it's for a pretty unfortunate reason. I did close to none of my activities. Close to none. I made it to Apprentice, like for the last 2 cycles, which is horrendous. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of put my money where my mouth is and work on getting some more marks here with the Path of Blood. In my opinion, this is one that is very time consuming, but also like not that hard at all, because yeah, you only do it once. You don't have to do it like every single day, but it's something that you can do, and it just gives you a ton of marks. So there you go. It's 200 marks. Took me a couple seconds to do. Going on to the next floor already. And again, you don't necessarily go down until after the reset. So yeah, here you go. You just spin, win as a barbarian, and then boom. One full rotation and we're on to the next floor. That's 400 of those marks already, so it's very easy to do. And this is already I'll show you my build here in a second. Not necessarily my build, but how much combat rating I have, so you can kind of pace yourself as to what I have compared to what you have. And then I just need to get behind this guy to kill him. That was actually a little embarrassing. So before we go on, I'll go ahead and show you my combat rating. I'm sitting around 8,623. I have actually also changed. Those of you that watch my videos, I have changed what gems I'm using. I love this right here. Could we just not? There. But yeah, so I have actually changed the gems I'm using. I got incredibly lucky. That gem that I showed you guys, that is Winston's Haunting, that I got, that was on the auction house for like 30k platinum. I was able to pick that up. So that is this gem right here. And then literally the second after I got this Winston's Haunting 3-star at a 3 out of 5 legendary gem, I went into and had one legendary crest, just one. Put it in an Elder Rift, and I got an Echoing Shade, which was the next gem that I wanted. So yes, I am, if you watched that recent video where I talked about legendary gems, I have already changed 2 out of the 6 gems that I was using. I want to say I might have upgraded this one to a 3-star. I think I showed that in that video as well. Hello? Okay, it just kicked me off the floor. But yeah, so that is that's where I'm at. As you can see, I already probably ranked up I'm assuming. I know that was one of the challenges. Boom, boom, boom. So yeah, you get 200 per level, so 2,400. Obviously you need about 20 floors or so to level up just from that. Is that math even right? I don't even know, but let's go ahead and do a few more. Let's see how far we get before it's difficult. We're about 7 minutes in this video, so I might fast forward a bit through this and just kind of show you guys when I start to struggle. But yeah, so I mean, these are still pretty easy so far. And this is at floor 40. Every 10 floors you do fight a boss. Doesn't mean they're necessarily difficult. I would make note that you cannot heal in this at all, unless you have a healing ability. Like right now on my Whirlwind, I do heal with the damage that I apply. Did that on purpose because I knew I was going to be doing the Path of Blood. This one isn't necessarily difficult either, but yeah, just sort of time consuming because I really lack damage as a barbarian from what I have seen. Wow, as I said, it's not difficult. I'm getting ready to die. So that was a little embarrassing. Let's try that again. You know what? Just to be safe, I'm going to take this a little seriously. How about that? There's no reason for me to have sprint. I'm going to go ahead and apply Undying Rage. That'll be good enough. That way, in case we do anything stupid like that, we can stay alive a little bit longer. Quite embarrassing. Get the buff. Oh. Just interrupt my own buff. Love that from me. And then boom, let's do some damage. Already chunked down his life a little bit. I don't know what I did last time to take as much damage as I did, but yeah, this is not an issue as of this time. Oh, there it is. I must be getting burned. We still have Undying Rage, and he's already about to die. So yeah, I must have just gotten hit by a bunch of bad last time, which obviously is something you shouldn't do. Yeah. So thankfully 40 is not where we'll be stopping. I'm assuming close to 50 is about as close as we're going to get, but you know, we'll see. Because that was very easy. Obviously the boss floors are going to be a little bit more difficult, but I'm assuming with that Undying Rage, since you do get like a health and a anti-die mechanic, well, I should probably look at what talents I'm using too, or what Paragon tree I'm using, because I assume it's probably just the one I always use and the one that most of you should be using. Do you know what it is? Maybe. It usually run Treasure Hunter, but I'm running, okay, Duelist. That'll work. That's fine. Not saying Duelist is the best for this. You could probably make an argument for one of the other ones being a little bit more efficient. One of the beginner ones, like Survival or whatever they're called, but because they're more focused on, you know, taking less damage and or doing more damage, or taking less damage once you get to a certain health threshold rather. But yeah, we're just gonna keep blowing these up. I'm gonna kill these archers because honestly, as a melee, archers are the bane of my existence. So like I said, I am very much still obviously on... Oh, is it every 5? Oh, it is every 5. Oh, no. Every 5 levels you fight a boss. We might be in trouble, boys. Because your boy's a bot, apparently, when it comes to bosses. But yeah, I am not liking the barbarian. I'm not gonna speak ill of the barbarian, but I am not a fan of melee classes, and this definitely kind of confirms it. I cannot wait to get the legendaries I need to make the necessary builds a video for it, so I can move on to the next class. Those of you that know, I am trying to get a good foundation of videos on my channel as a reference for you. So I'm going through all of the different classes to make sure that I have a good foundation for any of the new players that need a good foundation of builds, that I have all of them at one spot for you, in addition to my Reddit recaps, in addition to my tips and tricks, and just general Diablo news and or just other videos that I post. I think that was extremely beneficial to me when I played other games, having just a library of builds for people to choose from. And then once we get sort of like the base builds down, we will then go into the sort of off the wall ones, if you will, because those are the ones that I think I enjoy the most, of finding the new builds. Right now, we're just trying to find the meta ones, or the most efficient thing available. If you didn't know, that's what meta stands for: most efficient thing available. All right, at least that's what I was always told. I'm pretty sure if Urban Dictionary defines it the same way, that makes it the truth. All right, we're here at level 49. It was weird that I could actually still damage him, it looked like. Moving on to floor 50. This is where I anticipate having some difficulty, but I could be wrong. You do have a time limit on all of them. Wow, that poison though, huh? As you can see, as you take damage, my duelist buffs fell off. That's what I was looking at in my top left corner there. Still doing okay. Does the health? Oh, the health doesn't pop like it does normally. Interesting. Gotta look out for the bad, which is obviously still a problem for melees, man. Melee life. I don't know how y'all do it. How many of you guys are barbarian mains? I'll show you the build I'm running after this in terms of legendaries. You can probably figure it out from the skills that I'm using, but in case you cannot, I will showcase it. We did beat 50. Which is where I thought I was going to get stuck. So how about that? Ooh, we do have an ultimate there. I'll save that, which I believe you can do. So yeah, I am running Battlemaster's Helm, 5 Fresh Claws, which is Whirlwind now shreds armor, increasing all damage enemies take. And then I'm also buffing the, what's it called? Demoralize is now Warcry, which is a good one. And then you have a chance to summon, oh, that's a different one. Whirlwind heals you for 3% of the damage done, which isn't great, but it's enough to give me a heal. And then this one I should have switched off, which is the sprint. And then we have Whirlwind radius increase, but Whirlwind movement speed decrease. No worries there. And then this one makes my frenzy increase damage you deal to that enemy by 6% for 3 seconds, stacking up to 30%. That is the build I'm currently running. So let's see what floor we're on now. What? I think we're at 52. Yeah, okay. Still have not needed my Undying Rage as of yet, so I really don't know how. I must have been standing in bad like the whole time. That was very embarrassing. But you know what? That's what we do here. We are human and we fail. Okay, so we are not going to edit that part out. We're going to leave it in there to show that I am a bot. And it's okay. It's okay to be a bot. It's not. I feel really bad about that. But I'm going to leave it in there for the content. You know what? You might even see this as a short on YouTube Shorts for how embarrassing it was to die at level 40 at almost 9k combat rating. All right, here you go. Boss time, 55. Healing, healing, healing. Boom, boom, boom. Let's not stand in bad. Still took damage. Oh, the fire on the ground. Oh, fire on the ground, fire on the ground. I'm going to go ahead and pop this because this is annoying. I shouldn't have. I didn't pop it, actually. That's good. All right, well. Put a little bit of shield in there. Do some damage, shred that armor. God, Whirlwind does so much damage with this build. I love it. Oh, no. Bop them, bop them, bop them. All right, we're doing great. So, yeah, I was clearly underestimated my abilities here. We were at level 56 already, and we'll see how many hilts, or not hilts, but of the shadow ranking that we end up getting. Also, what's the highest that you guys have gotten on the Path of Blood? Like I said, I don't typically do it. I will start doing it now that I am in a, I don't want to say a competitive clan because that makes it sound like my other one wasn't competitive, but I am now in a new competitive clan that will hold me accountable as well, just like my previous one. Because like I said, I have no ill will towards BXS. I love all those guys. They were great to me for a long time. When I came back to the game, they helped me catch up to get to where I am today, and I take full responsibility for not doing the shadow mechanics that I should have been doing the entire time. So make sure you do it too. That is the underlying purpose of this video, is to make sure that you don't make the same mistake I did. And now we're just for the content, we're going to see how far we get. Where you running to, my guy? All right, going on to 60 here. Yeah, I might have to cut up this video a little bit because this could take a minute. This could take a minute. Another boss. It is interesting that you don't get any health in this mode, as that is, I'm sure, going to make things a little interesting. Bibbidi bibbidi bop, bibbidi bibbidi bop. Get a little bit of health from my whirlwind. Try to not get hit by the bat. I do still have my anti-death mechanic, which is all we really need. Get a couple crits in there. Moving on. Gotta shake the wrist. Get a workout in, you know? Hashtag gaming life. Yeah, these in-between floors are nothing. We are not struggling at all on this. I almost clicked the exit button. That would have been quite embarrassing. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, did I forget one? The archer. Like I said, man, it's always the archer. 63. This is by far the farthest I've ever gotten. But again, that's not saying much since I didn't do it for like months. And now I understand the value of my sins, which is why I've joined the House of Sin. See what I did there? All right. Also, while we're making this longer than normal video, I'll go ahead and just chit chat and kind of get y'all's opinion on a few things. I'm considering doing some live streaming, and because it's a good opportunity to kind of get to know you guys a little bit better. You guys get to ask me questions in real time and have better interaction and engagement, which hopefully leads to growing our community, which is what we're all about here. So let me know what you guys think about that. Do you guys think I should live stream or should I stick to the content grind? In the past, I used to live stream both on Twitch and YouTube. I think if I do live stream, not to copy Darth Micro transaction or DM, I would probably be streaming on Twitch, because I do think that platform is better for live streaming. It is better at community and that kind of thing when it comes to the live streaming platform. That Twitch has had that unlocked for a while now. But yeah, and I would obviously do announcements and all that on either Discord or on my YouTube community page to let you guys know. But let me know what you guys think. Should I live stream or would that be a waste of time? My streaming hours would be around, I am Eastern time in case you didn't know, probably around now, so about 8:30 p.m. Eastern time for a couple hours at a time. I do have a full-time job and 2 kids and a wife, so I have a lot of responsibility outside of the game, so I wouldn't be able to live stream as long as some other people do. I know DM has been live streaming like several hours a day. Man is grinding and deserves it. His channel is thriving because of it, and he deserves all the respect. I've been watching him for actually a couple of years, actually, believe it or not, in different games. So definitely a DM fan. Look forward to hopefully maybe one day working with him in a collab. I think that'd be pretty cool. Is this this is level 70. The Marauders. Interesting. This could be a little hairy. We'll see. Do they share health or are they individual? Looks like they might share. No, they don't. They do. They don't. They do. They don't. They do. They do not. Like my confidence there going into it. Oh, we actually might pop our little ability here. Maybe not. Maybe not. Yep. Did not need it. Moving on. I said 50 and we're going on to 71. Hi-ho Silva. Away. What else would I like to discuss with you guys? And obviously, this is not a live stream. This is a YouTube video, so I would need all of you guys to respond to all of my questions in the comments below, which I would greatly appreciate the engagement on. It helps me out tremendously, and while you're down there leaving a comment answering some of these questions, I will actually do my best to respond to all as well as I can. I do appreciate engaging with all of you on those YouTube comments. But yeah, while you're down there, make sure you smash that like button. It costs you nothing but does a tremendous amount of help to me, which I would wrong button, which I would greatly appreciate. We are trying to grow here on the YouTubes, and any amount of engagement is much appreciated. Can we get to 100? What's the cap? I think I heard Echo say it was around 200. It's pretty wild. I don't see myself getting that far at all. In fact, I feel like similar to level 40, what we died on, I feel like I'm just going to hit a wall and just not be able to continue, but we'll see. Because we do have Undying Rage, so that will help us. Surely it will. Close the door, bud. All right, doing some decent damage here. My son just stepped out of the closet. That's who I was talking to. My little buddy likes to hang out with me in his little gaming chair that lights up and makes some sounds while I record the YouTube video. So that's who I was talking to. He's also made some surprise appearances in some of my videos. His name is Landon. I'm sure he'd appreciate if you guys said hello in the comments. I will show him any and all comments of you guys engaging with him. We are already at 20 minutes. My goodness, I'm going to make it pretty far. All right, so from right here, I will go ahead and just let you guys see how far I get. We're at floor 76. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the video here, and then I'll continue back once I get to a spot that I am struggling at. Okay, so here we are at level 80. I did just die once, but it also looked like my Undying Fury didn't actually proc, which was quite interesting. So we're gonna try this again and see. Oh, it's because I already used it. Wow, that's wild. Oh man, I'm just not gaining health. Yeah, okay, so 80 is where we're at. 80 is as far as I got. Not bad. Okay, it's I was within 100 combat rating. That's what that notification was at the bottom of beating it, or at least of being where it would recommend. Let's see how much of the currency we did get. My rank, boom, Hunter 4. Not bad. No. Oh, actually, we're going past Hunter 4. Boom. Oh, look at all this progression. All right, let's go ahead and level up, rank up. So in case you guys aren't aware, you have to go perform a ceremony in order to rank up. Again, everything we just did was a huge part of being a shadow. This is not something you have to do daily. You just have to do it once and then sort of keep up with it. You should at least try every day. It would be my suggestion to progress, which is what I'm going to do as well. And then if you're not aware, this is the assembly where you get a ton of experience and like those sort of buffs that I mentioned earlier. Here you go. We are ranking up right now. I forgot which one's next. Well, we went from Hunter to, is it Whisperer? I don't know. Sick. I guess I clicked too fast. My rank, oh, Blade, excuse me. All right, so as you can see, I get a bunch for beating all these different floors. Every 5 looks like you get an additional 330. So love that. Got to Blade 4. Wow, tons of damage increased here. We were at 16 when I started, right? So we were at what we're at, wow, yeah, we were at Hunter 3, I want to say. Is that where we were at? No, maybe Hunter 4, and we went all the way to Blade 4. So nice jump in damage there, 4% and 4% defense. And then obviously moving up to Phantom here very, very soon since we're at Blade 4. I feel good about that. I feel good about that progression. That puts me in a good spot to continue. So yes, all is good. That's going to do it for today's video. Like I said, I did unfortunately fall out of the hierarchy of where I was, but we are in a top 6 clan for Shadows instead of top 5. Shout out to BXS. I am deeply sorry for not being active in my Shadow responsibilities, and I truly do own that. And until next time, guys, lock it in.